Welcome back to Pearl Media, where truth meets perspective. Today, we're diving into another classic Kevin Samuels moment. Let's get into it.
Hey, how are you? You just showed up. Your name is what, Jess?
Yeah. No, I
you?
get it. I get everything you're saying because
How old are you?
I'm traditional like you,
How old are
but
you? How
you
old are
know,
you? Maybe
pardon me?
How old are you?
Me, I'm 37.
All right. So you were saying you agree with the things I'm saying?
No, I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but I get what the girls are saying too because it's like you wouldn't tell your daughter that advice that you know
I'm
what I
listening.
mean. Like you wouldn't tell your daughter like, "Hey, put up with this shit. He got money or whatever, whatever." You know what I'm saying? Like you
I
wouldn't
have
tell
a
your
daughter.
daughter.
Don't tell me what I would not tell my daughter. I
So
absolutely
you're gonna
do.
tell your daughter like, "Put up with this
I tell
bullshit."
my daughter watches my content.
But you know what? Like, because my
Put up with it.
mom,
Hold on, stop right here. Why is it always put up with his shit? We put up with your shit.
what?
Women today are out of order.
Do you know what action
I do
reaction
agree with
means?
him on that part, though. I do agree women are
Out of order. Look
where
at
No,
her.
no, you're
She's
right. You're
already
right.
needs some critiquing.
instead of you asking me a question, you're immediately going to go to tell me why I'm wrong.
No, but listen. Like,
Okay,
listen.
before we get there, are you married?
Me, no, but I've been in like the same relationship for
You have any
since I was
children?
19 till
Any
now.
children?
Yes,
Any
too.
children? And you came in saying you're a traditional woman.
I would say so because this doesn't mean anything to anybody else, but like out of my whole family, I was the only one to have kids out of wedlock, and you know what I
Why
mean.
didn't you get married?
And date outside of my race as
Why
well.
didn't you
No,
get
I'm not
married?
married, but
Why didn't you get married? Why
or
didn't you get
engaged, but
married?
not married.
Why didn't you get married?
Because people be acting out. Because we're busy fighting, then planning a wedding.
How many kids do you have?
Who, me or him?
You.
Oh, us two together too.
So remember what I said about women complaining about men's behavior, but then you decide to make babies before you become a wife?
Right. That's
Problem
true.
solved. Become a wife first.
No, I get it, but you know, life happens, and you know when you're in love and in
This
the
is exactly
moment,
what you said,
you do
27, right?
things.
27,
Yeah.
ain't that what you just said 30 minutes
Right.
ago?
Yeah.
Life happens. Life doesn't happen, grown 37-year-old.
So
Life
okay.
doesn't just happen, man. Man,
You're right, but not
it doesn't
everyone
just
is
happen.
strong-headed like you. Like, fuck this bitch. I don't want to have kids with her, but I made her
Well,
pregnant.
no. The problem, this is why I don't tend to deal with women over 35. It's because you guys know all the mistakes, but instead of humbling yourself and saying something different to the younger women, y'all double down to validate your lies.
No, I get what you're saying. Because you know
What do
what
you
my
mean,
mom
like, but
taught
I do
me
want to know when
that
you
I
say
wish
things
I
happen, what
listened.
do you mean? What do you mean things happen? What do you mean things happen? Life happens.
No, life happens. Like, say, let's just say you was go to a bar or you meet someone beautiful and you guys vibe and had a great time. Like, let's not act like accidents don't happen. And this is not my situation at all, but
What
you
do you
know,
mean
you got
accident? So you mean
pregnant or
sex?
whatever, and you
You
really
mean
like her.
sex? You mean sex?
Yes,
It's called a condom.
you already know.
I meet a stranger and I'm gonna put my
You already
precious
know.
dick,
No,
I'm
no.
gonna put my precious
In the
dick
heat of the
inside of
moment.
your suspect vagina without a condom. My precious dick, my precious seed, I protect it.
Okay, but that's your
Like
mind.
you should protect your precious womb.
You're right though, but that's your
Then there is no accident, man.
that's true because you're a responsible individual that thinks
No, because
ahead
I'm
and
a
you're
grown
probably
up.
not high or
Because
but
I'm a grown up, and I don't want HIV/AIDS. I don't want any other things to come along with that, or children. And I'm tired of
right.
hearing grown women talk about accidents happen. You know how many steps it has to take from meeting somebody to having sex? There are thousands of steps in between.
I get what you're saying. But
So how did the
like,
accident
for
happen?
example,
So how
Sierra,
did it happen the second time?
she has a beautiful
So how did it
relationship with
happen?
family,
So
right?
how does that? So when people
But
say
she had a
accident,
baby
how does
out
it
of
happen the
wedlock or
second time?
whatever.
You talking through me? How does it happen the second time?
What do you mean?
There's one kid, then there's two.
Cause you be holding on and having fun, and you're like, and women, we like to like make our man happy, and when you get pregnant again, you're like, fuck.
I don't have a problem with you making your husband happy,
But I'm not gonna
but he's
lie,
not your
like
husband.
if you
He's
love
not your
somebody,
husband,
you're
and
gonna do
no
things.
matter what, ma'am, no matter what, women like yourself who are unmarried still don't have that security that the married version of yourself would have, and there's no way to make it be more secure. When DMX died, his baby mama of years was left out in the cold. Y'all
Right.
know better, but modern women today are rebelling against what it is that's always protected you. Structure.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but not everyone is as strong minded as you to like play out the part as it should be as a mother looking at my daughter or whatever. You get what I'm saying or no?
No, I don't.
You should though,
I think
because
people
not
today are.
everyone was
I think
raised and
today.
not everyone is
I look
smart
at
enough
people
to
today,
know
including myself,
to
and
do
say how
that.
weak. Excuse me. I look at people today, and myself included, say how fucking weak we are. The previous generation survived
Right.
World War II, the Vietnam War, polio, smallpox, the influenza, Great Depression, the Dust Bowl. They had real fucking problems.
It's true,
Real
but
problems.
we ain't in that era though.
No, we're not. Today, we allow women to just do what you're doing. I want you to understand, this is why you young ladies don't get the information, because women in her age group are still, you understand, and it's instead of saying, you know what, young ladies, if I were your age, I would not have done this because I've learned this. But they're still trying to, because they're still out here. And all I'm doing is I'm talking to 24 and 21, 27, 37, and I'm talking to all unmarried women. 70
Right.
years ago, you
Because I'm
all
telling
would have
no,
been
because
married.
there's a lot of single thirsty women out here these days. Like it's 7 to 1 these days. Like
But you
7.
got one man with two babies and no ring. Why not just why
I have
not
a
finish
ring, but
the,
we just didn't get married.
okay,
But
but why not, okay, I'm saying, why not finish the family and get out and get on down the line?
you know why? Because men they do things and action reaction. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, what I want you to hear is
So you want me to just like
what I
keep
want you to,
quiet in the corner,
hold on, hold on,
like
hold on, hold
okay,
on, hold
cool,
on. You donkey
keep
can't.
shitting on me.
Action, no, no, I'm talking. See, I'm talking right now. Action, reaction
Right.
leaves you with no accountability. Mean all you have is to react.
Okay, so what if I'm a perfect wife
You're a
and you're
grown mother
shitting
of
on me, so
two.
it's cool?
You're a grown mother of two. You have the ability to be accountable and make your own actions.
That's true.
Ladies, and this is what I want to tell you. This is where this single, independent mindset, it teaches you how not to couple or pick men who give you action, reaction. Man, you're an attractive woman. You had plenty of suitable men. Why'd you pick one that has action, reaction? Why didn't you pick the boring guy?
I mean, he's not boring. He's almost too
I said,
exciting.
why didn't you? Why didn't you pick the guy who wanted to do the traditional thing like you said you were raised?
Because life doesn't happen that way. It's not a movie.
You see
You
why I
understand?
say, so 21 and 27, do you see why I say it's not the men, it's the women? This is the women
Yes.
that are older and they're supposed to be
Okay.
teaching, but they're still acting like they're your age.
Yeah.
If I blank this screen out and digitally transform the voices, they would think you were all about the same age. And I'm not saying that
Yeah.
to insult. I'm just saying there's supposed to be a difference between 21 and 37,
Right.
but there's not.
Because, like, the things that you say, I really wish, like, some of the things you say, some of the shit I'd be like, calm down. But I'm like, I wish someone told me that when I was young so I would know better to do.
See, that's why I'm listening now.
You know what I mean?
And you know what I
Seriously,
want,
like,
and nobody told me
even
either.
though you may not agree with him, like it is what it is, and it's keeping it real.
Here's what I want. Here's what I want. Because no one told me these things either, else I wouldn't be divorced twice.
Right.
But here's what I want. I want women in your position to go tell the younger women, so they don't have to worry about me and my tone and my delivery. You guys are supposed to be telling them this, not me. Because with me, they got to worry about the tone and this and that versus just get
That's
the right
true.
information.
But they listen more because you're a man too. And you're not bad to look at.
So, but can I ask you a question? So, who is going to tell the men not to cheat on us?
Well, sweetheart, I have bad news for you. Women and men cheat roughly at the same rates. As a matter of fact, younger women cheat at exponentially higher rates, and this has been documented. Google it yourself. Let me go ahead and pull it up for you. See, this is all bullshit y'all believe.
Because that's my problem. I'm not going to stay with somebody that keeps cheating on me.
But you
right, like you can only get shitted on.
But you asked the question.
Come on now.
But men and women cheat at the same rates. Who's cheating on who? You're both cheating on each other.
Well, he keeps getting caught. So,
to me, I just have a problem. Like y'all said, I feel like no man should cheat at all, but it's the ones that don't have nothing that's doing all the disrespect and the cheating, and they don't have
28 to 24%. Men cheated at 28% rate, women cheated at 24% rate. But here's the funny thing. Women talk about cheating like it's 9 to 1.
When women cheat, we cheat with emotions. When men cheat, it just be like, fuck.
No, you cheat with your vagina too.
No, but when women
it doesn't
cheat,
matter.
we cheat with our emotions.
But do men and women talk about cheating? And do men talk about a fear of cheating like women do?
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You want us
I
to
gotta answer
marry?
that question first. Do men talk about, yeah, but what if she cheats like women talk about that?
No, they don't.
But and if it's almost the same, what's the difference? Y'all are being told that something happens that doesn't. Y'all women cheat at almost higher rates now.
So do you want us to marry?
bitches are like
Do you
men
want
now.
all three of us to marry cheaters? Oh, that's what you're saying? If he cheating on us, do you want us to marry them still?
Poor thing. See, this is what I mean. Y'all,
He said poor thing.
listen. Yeah, all three of you guys, maybe the 21. This is why I don't want you watching that stuff. That why did I get married? Because at a certain point, your mind becomes so warped by this propaganda. All you can see is relationships in negative terms. Worried about shit that ain't happening in mass. 8 out of 10 children in the black community are born to single mothers. 1 out of 4 black women will get married. That's one. But that one woman, the marriage tends to last 5 years. And if that marriage gets divorced at the 75% rate, 8 out of 10 times it's you walking away with the kids. So who should really be concerned about relationships and marriage? According to the numbers, men should be the ones.
I get what you're saying.
No, absolutely not.
No, I get what you're saying.
I don't want. This is not a time to combat. There's nothing you can say that's going to overcome this. Stop. Stop. There's nothing you're going to say that's going to overcome this. You guys talk about relationships as in negative terms, and you guys are the ones that wreck stuff by the numbers.
I beg to differ.
Ma'am, unless you got better, I don't want, ma'am, before you say something, ma'am, unless you're coming with facts, data, statistics, I don't want to hear it on this.
Okay, but listen.
Unless you're coming with
Statistics
facts, data, statistics, I don't want to hear it on this.
Okay, so let me give you a narrative.
I don't want to hear it on this one.
Can I give you a
I
narrative?
don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We've heard this shit too much. Shut it up, please. We've heard women like you tell this bullshit propaganda lie too much. That's what's confusing these young girls. This is the problem. I tell you not to listen to women her age and older because they're the ones warping you, not men. You still want to say, do you have better data, ma'am?
Yeah, you make sense, but you don't get the if.
Do you have better data?
I don't have no data.
Then if you
I'm
don't
just
have
listening
better
to you.
No,
data,
I
why
killed
are
the
you still
data because I
talking
went to
about
school for
this issue?
psychology.
If
So
you
I got
don't
the
have better data, why are you trying to make a different point?
because not everyone's story is the same.
I don't give a shit.
You don't give a shit, but they're living their
All
life.
right, I've told you, you're not trying, we're not doing
You know what I
this.
mean?
This is the problem. Young ladies, I want you to understand, these older women are so concerned with you feeling their pain, with you understanding that accidents happen, it's not always this way, that they're not teaching you. See, she knows what she's
That is
doing, but
fact.
she wants to tell you her story so much. And then you guys get caught in between, and there are not enough men who can speak. You hear more women like her talking than men like me.
They throw me in
This is
there.
your problem right here. Women who say they know better, but they still want to tell you, "No, that's all not all the same." And we need to
You,
figure out
I
every
get it.
special snowflake. Man, do you look at these women's faces when you're talking? They're looking at you the same way. You're not getting it.
No, I know what you mean, but you know what I mean. I know what you mean, but I don't know if you know what I mean. Do
This
you
is the
know what I
problem in
mean?
modern relationships. The older cousins, the aunties, the women who have made the mistakes aren't humble enough to remove themselves from the story. Whatever
Right.
happened, happened. Tell these young women what they should do. How about that? I'm
That
gonna
is
step
true,
back.
but
I'm gonna step back. You tell them what they should do.
I don't know what I should do because I don't have my stuff together. But I will be honest and say that my mom, she's amazing and smart.
No, 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 ma'am.
And
I only ask you one thing: to tell these young women what they should do.
to live their life to be happy.
Tell them how to do that.
Pardon me?
Tell them how to do that.
By just living off what you feel. I would like to say, but really not.
Well, the first thing she said is, "I can't tell you how to do that." But yet
I didn't say it.
she's still trying to overtalk me and still wanting to be heard. And then when I let you talk, she's got nothing for you. Just go on how you feel,
I
man.
don't.
That's what got you where you are. That's
Yeah.
what got me where I am. That's what I mean. This is the problem, young ladies. I want you guys to see this is not necessarily a black thing. This is the modern woman thing.
Mhm.
You got two young women who are trying to learn, and you should be able to tell them something different. So you. This is why I say all you got is me. So you got to put up with my tone because at least I'm trying to tell you something. I come with facts, data, statistics. I don't come with this bullshit that most women are coming with. Well, shit just happens. Live life. At least I give you something that you can research to think about. The women failed you guys, not the men.
The woman failed us and not the men.
You women failed these young women. Yes. I'll ask you again. Tell these women who are 10 to 17, 10 to 16 years younger than you what they should do to get a different outcome than you.
I would say just think before you speak, because I really don't sometimes, and do what makes you happy because this is only one life. And that's all I gotta say because, and like I was saying before, that my mom taught me, and I never listened or thought about it till it panned out in my life. She was like you need to like pick your battles. You know what I mean? Like you know how when people get you mad and get you upset, and if you nitpick and bitch and complain about every single thing, like you just gonna fuck shit up. You know what I mean? Like mess stuff up. You know what I mean? And she was like, sometimes, like you ain't going nowhere, and you love this man and whatever. Like you need to calm down and relax and not mess it up because you're not going anywhere because you love him and you're not going anywhere. But I'm not saying like, hey, like disrespect me. But she was saying that to me, and I never understood it till I got a little older.
So
You
21. So 21. Did that help you in any way?
pardon me? I couldn't hear you.
I think what she's saying is just try not. A lot of women are impulsive, and I feel like she's saying to not be so impulsive. Is to actually think through your decisions before you actually make them, and try not to involve.
Is that what you, okay.
I try to dissect a little bit of some. I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
I'm
that's what
reading your facial expressions and it's not making any sense. It's not connecting. And again, the whole thing about do what makes you happy is the problem. Happiness is
Yeah,
short term,
kids.
ma'am. What makes you happy is what children do. It's time to grow up. You need to do what's right. Do what's practical, like grown-ups.
Right. That is
I let you speak. Get out of this, I need to do what makes me happy and live my own life. This ethereal, liberal bullshit, you only got one way around it. That is amazingly short-sighted and selfish. So you can say that and then turn around and say that your mother told you something, but at the end of the day, you did what your ass wanted to do because it's all about you. And that's the problem with today's women.
That
It's
is
not
so true,
about
Loki.
anybody but them.
Like, we don't want to hear that, but you're telling the truth.
Yeah, have a good.
Let me be real with y'all on this one. She was getting on my nerves bad. Every time Kevin tried to give her a real point, she cut him off with, "I understand, but no you don't, because if you did, you wouldn't keep coming back with the same recycled nonsense." It's like she came to the conversation with no intention to learn, just to defend her ego. No reflection, no humility, just rehearsed sound bites and emotional comebacks. And this is part of the bigger issue. This is why a lot of women today can't get ahead. Not because they're not smart, not because they're not capable, but because they don't know how to shut up and listen. Point blank. If someone's giving you game and you can't sit still long enough to actually receive it, how are you ever gonna grow? She's 37. That's not young in the dating market. That's supposed to be the age of insight, of wisdom, of having at least some practical understanding of how men think. But instead, we got ego, deflection, and overtalking. No self-awareness, no accountability, no emotional intelligence. Kevin was patient, more patient than most men would be, and she still couldn't recognize that what he was giving her was a lifeline, not an attack. And let's talk about that panel, because if we're being honest, that whole group sounded like a reunion of future cat moms. Zero submission, zero cooperation, just a lot of "I feel like," "real men should," and "if he can't handle me." That energy, that's not feminine. That's not attractive. And that's exactly why so many of them are single, frustrated, and confused. You want a man to lead, but you can't follow. You want a man to provide, but you bring conflict, not peace. You want love, but you're not lovable. Here's the truth. Submission isn't slavery, it's alignment. Listening isn't weakness, it's wisdom. And arguing every point just to feel right, that's not power, that's pride. Bottom line, if you're 37 and still talking like you know everything while having nothing to show for it relationship-wise, that's not empowerment, that's denial. Kevin gave her the chance to be heard. She chose to be loud instead of being wise. And if that continues, yeah, that whole panel's gonna be single for life. And not because men are intimidated, but because those women are unteachable.